Hey Aries, glad to be here. Welcome to your second reading for the month of November. So this will be the last reading for you before we head into Thanksgiving. So I'm going to wish you all a wonderful, thankful holiday. I hope you'll be safe and take good care and reflect on all the things that we have gratitude for in our daily lives. I know it's been a trying year, but there's always something we can find to be grateful for. So I'm grateful for you, and that's where I'm going to start. So what I'm going to do is pull two cards from Soul Coaching Oracle. Just one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. As you know, this is a general reading for the collective of Aries, Sun, and Rising. May not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't, and you're here as a sun sign, check out the Rising reading, or be a cross watcher. If you're here as a cross watcher, welcome. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy what you see here, you will consider joining us by subscribing. And for those who are returning, lots of love. Okay, I am pulling. Oh, I like that. Okay, so the masculine gets playfulness. My joy is the greatest gift that I give to others. Right, getting in the, and Aries, if you're here as an Aries masculine, this really does speak to your energy, something more playful, fun-loving, and it is a gift. So I love that little soul coaching note. And feminine, impeccability. I am impeccable in my thought, word, and deed. Impeccability in thought, word, and deed. Flawless. I like it. Nice notes. Always feel free to flip the energies around. If I get through the reading and you're like, hey, it all resonates, but I'm on the other side, not a problem. Just flip it. So find yourself here, Aries, and then the other side is your divine counterpart. Got it? Okay. One card for the Aries watching from Sacred Traveler. Let's see where we are on our journey. Just something to meditate on. We're heading into, at the end of the month, we'll have a full moon. I believe it's a solar eclipse on the last day of the month. So, heading into eclipse season, let's see what we can either release or pay attention to. Got this yesterday. View from above. Get the big picture. This came out in the channeled reading that I did. That I think it's titled, whoever needs to hear this. And it was about karmic energy or twin flame energy. And this was one of the main cards. Get the big picture. And in that reading, I'll say it again here. I said it there. This card reminds me of the Hanged Man. And indeed, that card came out. Because the Hanged Man asks you to look at life or the situation from a different perspective, right? And I always say, if you're hanging upside down, the world looks pretty different. So to me, it's the 30,000-foot view, looking at the situation from all angles, from all perspectives, from all sides, or with fresh eyes. So perfect energy here, Aries. View from above. Get the big picture. Yep. Leave all those little annoying details to we Virgos. Stay playful. All right, let's see what's happening in your connection here, Aries. Ooh. Let's see, one more shuffle. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay. So in your last reading, there was an energy where I felt that there was a return of the masculine. I felt like it was triumphant with the Chariot. Now I see the Six of Wands, which is also a triumphant return. Six of Wands is a card of reconciliation, of making peace, but it's valiant and triumphant. It is success and victory, but it's because a truce or peace or a win-win situation has been brought to bear. So I love the Six of Wands here because it is a card of returning victoriously, but it is about reconciliation. Feminine is entering here as the Knight of Coins or Pentacles. This is slow and steady wins the race. Someone who's moving forward and taking action in the here and now with a plan. Very methodical, deliberate, responsible, practical, reliable. It's just, very focused with a lot of intention, kind of that impeccability. This is the person who crosses every T and dots every I. So that's really interesting. That's how you're showing up. Let's see where we go. Another knight. My goodness. I'll show you the cards in a minute. 3 of Pentacles. That came out in your last reading too. Ace of Cups. Wow. Beautiful. 7 of Swords in the past. So some 2 of Swords now. Okay. And the Death card. Transformation there. 9 of Swords on the bottom. Interesting because how I do this. For those of you who have followed me for any length of time, you know that I do a reading in the morning when I first get up for the signs I'm going to read for that day, and I just pull some cards to get a feel if anything's going to come through. And so let me see if you can see it any clearer. You can see at the top there is the 7 of Swords. So that's the anchor card, and what that was telling me was that underneath, or the underlying energy of the whole reading has something to do with deception or betrayal or just low vibe energy. And then we had the 10 of Cups. We had the 7 of Wands, which is defensiveness, right, or resistance. And then we had the 9 of Swords, which is right here on the bottom. And so what I'm seeing here is some trepidation on the part of this feminine. They're not all the same cards, but certainly the Knight of Pentacles, if you're going to move forward after you've been maybe deceived or betrayed, or you feel that something went down that wasn't kosher, right? Then you're going to move slow. And you are going to cross every T and dot every I. And I'm saying that because I see the 7 of Swords in the past, and right now the feminine's present experience of the connection, 2 of Swords. And the 2 of Swords is about that sort of pulling back and going within for clarity, right? I know I have to make a decision here. I've got to get clarity around it, and it's not out there, it's within. So this is about quieting your mind, blocking out all the noise, a deep inner reflection around the meaning and the purpose of what you have to decide, like what you have to do and how you're going to go about doing it. Like, how do I proceed? So that's why coming in, moving very slowly. So that makes sense. And then in the future, we have transformation, which is fabulous because the transformation card, Scorpio energy, is all about death and rebirth. It's about some energy has to be dispensed with, some behavior has to be dispensed with before something new can take its place. If we're moving off of a 7 of Swords, that would be fabulous. So what do I see over here? 6 of Wands, reconciliation. What might that be about? Might be about that 7 of Swords. So whatever it means for you, for some of you, it will be more dramatic than for others. I do see this masculine, while the feminine's in the 2 of Swords, the masculine's present experience is, I'm ready to co-create. 3 of Pentacles, very cooperative, co-creative energy. I'm a team player here. You, me, and Spirit, we're making a team and taking this connection to the next level, taking it from something ordinary and making it into something extraordinary. So there's an openness and a willingness and a recognition that work needs to be done, and that the masculine is interested in playing a role in that. And it's reconciling the differences and then working together to get beyond them, which is fabulous. Now here in the past, we have the Knight of Swords for the masculine. So I feel they tried to get out ahead of whatever the 7 of Swords was. That's usually what the Knight of Swords does, is they move very swift to kind of, slay the dragon there, so to speak, to either speak a truth or clear the air, right? Resolve a matter, or something that isn't clear or that's been misperceived. Yeah, I think they tried to get out ahead of something, and now they're willing to co-create and reconcile and work together. And then in the future, this beautiful Ace of Cups, this once-in-a-lifetime kind of love. And I love that we have the Ace of Cups with the transformation in the future. This is going to be a whole different relationship next time you look. Whole different. Like different between night and day, different. So that's something very lovely to look forward to. Okay, let's take a look here at the Six of Wands. Okay, King of Cups on that. That would suggest part of the reconciliation is emotional availability. High vibration love and emotional availability. Someone who's willing to lead with their heart and their emotions and their feelings. King of Cups doesn't always have an easy time expressing their feelings, but they can hold space for your feelings and they can help you process things. So I kind of think it's a big improvement. Page of Wands, this little strike of the match here. I feel it's a trial balloon in this reconciliation. I feel like they're trying to suggest with their messages that they're still interested, there's still chemistry, right? It's it can often be a you up kind of a message. So I'll leave it to you to determine, but it feels like we're leading with the King, emotional availability, but the way it may come out is, you know, I like it. I know I'm teasing you. Underneath we have the King of Pentacles, which also came out in your last reading. I can't remember if it was on the YouTube portion or in the extended, but it featured prominently. Right now it's kind of underneath, sort of in you know, subconscious awareness, but this is an energy of a masculine archetype of life partner, someone who would be ready to settle down, open to it, considering it, seeing themselves in that role, stable, grounded, again, responsible and reliable, very practical. This can be someone who's very working up the ladder in their business. So for some of you, that may be why it's coming out underneath, because that may be one of their preoccupations in their, like their energetic preoccupation is with their work for some, not for all. But I feel like the sun underneath is telling me that they'd really be happy to settle down. Leo energy there in the sun. They'd be happy in this role as life partner. They'd be happy to be, whether it's marriage or not doesn't matter, but it's like that committed energy. Yeah, we're in it. We're a couple. It's just us. So I feel this reconciliation is coming from the heart. There is a message of flirtation here, something light and flirty, but I feel that it's sort of masking the truth, which is the depth of emotion. And then underneath, it's just like, yeah, I'd be really happy in this connection long term. I think that they're feeling it. It's starting to bubble up. So that's nice. Now, in the past, Knight of Swords, something happened and the masculine had to take swift action. Yeah. Page of Pentacles, clearing the air around a Page of Pentacles. There's the conflict, Five of Wands. Something really interfered. Yeah, kept that Queen of Cups at bay. So I kind of feel that this feminine felt played. Maybe not betrayed, just played. the Page of Pentacles energy often comes in as baby steps or breadcrumbing. You know, just offering just enough to keep somebody roped in and, you know, moving in your sphere, but not enough to really make a substantial gesture. See the difference? King versus Page. So it just feels to me as though clean up on aisle 5 for the Knight of Swords around that energy of a Page of Pentacles and all the conflict that that caused. Now, I usually see the Five of Wands as, you know, outside interference, but it doesn't have to be. It could have caused a lot of arguments, you know, just conflict, lack of unity. And with the Queen of Cups. So now we have a King and Queen of Cups. So that's good because it says there's a deep emotional connection between the two of you. I feel like that's where you first, you know, what the main attraction was. But I do feel this is a feminine who's wanting something more and a masculine who's contemplating it. Right now, 3 of Pentacles. And there's that 9 of Swords. A lot of anxiety around it. 2 of Wands, choosing the path. Okay. They know they have to choose underneath. Perfect. 6 of Pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles is about creating a sense of balance and fairness, equal give and take, and reciprocity in your connection. And I kind of feel there's some anxiety around this 3 of Pentacles and choosing this path. Like, oh my God, I'm really going to go all in. Pentacles, committed. In the 3D, I'm really going to do this. I'm really going to choose this path. But underneath, they know that things are not balanced right now and they have to be brought to balance. Gotta give as good as I receive is what the message is here. So I like that that's underneath because that will help, you know, tame their runaway thoughts. That 9 of Swords can be overthinking things, which is really more the 8 of Swords, but the 9 of Swords is almost like your mind's in overdrive and you can't stop intrusive thoughts and worry and stress. But underneath, they know it's needed to bring about the balance. And then what comes of that? They get over their anxiety. We have the Ace of Cups in the future. What did I just say? Ace of Cups, bringing in the commitment, the Hierophant. Taurus energy in that Hierophant card of, you know, knowing who you are, standing, you know, that pledge we take to who we truly are, honoring our beliefs, our commitments. What does it look like to us? What does commitment mean? What does it look like? And then committing. Ace of Cups with the Hierophant, no joke. Underneath, all right, the Moon. So it's going to trigger some insecurities. Pisces energy in the Moon, a little bit of insecurity makes sense. This is a big deal. Ace of Cups, Hierophant, and the Moon is perfectly normal human behavior and emotional response, right? Insecurities coming up to the surface, fear around it. Will it last? Will they accept my offer? Will they want to commit to me? I see all the anxiety around it. That's why just floating this little Page of Wands, what they really want to do is say, I'm in love with you and I want to spend my life with you. So that's what I see here. On the feminine side, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, we're going to take this slow. We're going to move it at my pace. Wow, look what's on top here. 6 of Wands. Slowly moving toward that reconciliation with a King of Wands. So it's interesting because the King of Wands is someone, you know what I say. I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine. That is the mantra. They are very sure of themselves. Big personalities, someone, you know, not to be trifled with. They fully in their power, very magnetic. You know, you almost can't take your eyes off them, right? They just come into a room and you know that there's somebody powerful there. Get it? It's like, wow, what's that? So I feel this is how the feminine sees the masculine. And wanting this reconciliation with this person they're highly attracted to, that they feel the power emanating off of them. Sometimes the King of Wands can be controlling. I want what I want when I want it. And there's very much a possibility here that that's what the Page of Pentacles was about. I'll give you my time and my attention when I'm good and ready and in the amounts that I'm comfortable with. Feminine's like, yeah, nope, that didn't work. That did not work for this feminine. So now moving slowly and responsibly and methodically toward this reconciliation with that energy of the King of Wands. Now, King of Wands is Leo, so could be dealing with a Leo for some of you. That will be important, or it's just fire energy in general if you want to look at it that way. Aries, Leo, Sag, we can do that too. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and of course King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So everybody's come out to play, but mainly Leo, Pisces, Taurus. Leo, Pisces, Taurus, and Scorpio. Got it? I'm not taking that. Seven of Swords in the past. Knight of Cups. So I feel that someone came in, yes, look, twin flame underneath and the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm going to take this because of that, the view from above, right? That's what I'm talking about here. The Hanged Man, see the bigger picture or get the big picture. So all this underneath tells me that this feminine really perceived a potential future life partnership with their twin. And then they were thrown into limbo. Really needed to look at it from, you know, a different point of view. Because what they thought they were getting, what they thought somebody was coming in here all romantic, but the Seven of Swords would indicate that there was just something that wasn't on the level. That the feminine on some level either felt betrayed or, you know, and it doesn't have to be anything major, Aries. Sometimes it's just somebody just, you know how you do something and you know you shouldn't do it, and, you know, instead of asking permission, you'd rather beg forgiveness. That can be what happened here. So I'm not suggesting that there was anything untoward, but yeah, the Seven of Swords, and it can also be self-deception, you know, when we lie to ourselves. And it can just be that this feminine perceived the situation differently, thought that they might be getting this romance with the twin and possible, you know, a future that they were looking at, and it just wasn't really there. What they got were breadcrumbs. So you can read it either way. But I like that the Hanged Man is there because on some level it's like, yeah, I don't want to get too deep in fantasy land here. I want to see the big picture. So that's perfect. And that's why we're at the Two of Swords now, because the feminine was smart. I need clarity around this. I need to know what I'm really doing with, what I'm really dealing with and what I need to do about it. And beginning with not giving up. Nine of Wands. Sure, it's a slog, and the Two of Swords would suggest that you're at a crossroads here, right? Not sure how much further you can go forward. The card itself is telling you you're close to completion here. You're close to wrapping up this very challenging period. The Ten of Wands will be offloading all the negative karma. It will come as a great relief. It'll be a weight lifted off your shoulders, but not if you give up. If you stop here, you'll never get to that. So even though it's difficult, this is like, you know, the walking wounded here, I'd say that, yeah, oh wow, look at that. Your ships will come in. So don't give up. Your ships will come in. Just taking that time right now. The Two of Swords, gaining the clarity, the insight, Um, I'm seeing that Three of Wands is more manifestation. It is what was I just saying? So these two cards together, one on the top and one came from underneath, are both telling me that this feminine is manifesting the clarity needed. And you know, if you're at a crossroads, then that suggests you're going to decide one way or the other. I'm either going to move forward with this person and reconcile with this King of Wands, or I'm not. There you have it. So don't worry, dear feminine. You have all the tools you need at your disposal to manifest what you want. So all you have to decide is what you want. And look at that. Death, transformation, Scorpio energy there in the future. Look what's on the bottom, right? Seven of Swords. Oh my God, Laura. Seven of Swords. So that's, to me, confirmation. You're trying to figure out which way to go in this connection. But we have transformation in the future. That's perfect. And a brand new day. A leap of faith. I feel good about this. I feel it's very optimistic. It suggests not just a leap of faith, but that, you know, after you come through this period of transformation, once it's upon you, you come out on the other side with your face to the sun. And it's exciting and it's positive. We have Aquarian energy there. So we go from the depths of the emotion and you know, for some it's dark night of the soul energy, and then we're almost shot out of a cannon into this beautiful new day, new path, new beginning. So I love that for you. I don't even want to touch it. Underneath, I will. Temperance, Sag energy on the Temperance card is suggesting that you will be patient. You will alchemize the situation so that transformation goes from death into literal. I mean, the Fool is card 0, right back to the beginning. So it's perfect. It can be a new beginning. It can be a fresh start. It can be, you know, taking the leap in this connection. It could be taking the leap in a whole new direction. I want to find out in the extended. Regardless, self-control, restraint, alchemy. Okay. So in the extended, I'm going to pull a card to see what you need to focus on right now. Whatever that is, and then the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between the two of you around it, and then what you can do about it or expect to come of it. So we'll look at, it's kind of taking this reading and pulling it even tighter, getting a narrower focus, your messages to each other, what you would like each other to know, what you're trying to tell each other energetically, and then a card for you, Aries, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. Let's see what your spiritual team has on offer in terms of advice, and then the outcome, what you can expect overall going forward, and if timing's a factor, it would show up there. The link to the extended is in the first or second sentence of the description box below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you in a couple weeks at the beginning of December. Bye.